Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. Oh, Lord. Tell me this ain't working. There we go. So I gotta get a battery today. Got to get a battery. We got some heavy rain last night. I mean, heavy. Leaving early. I just get so tired of people at my job. I really do. I'm leaving extremely early. It's like 5:03 Friday on a Friday. You know, I have never seen so many whiny ass men. I just don't get it. So the van that I normally drive, that's my van, that I normally have 5 days a week, I drive the same van for work. I got all my phone and everything hooked up to the Bluetooth, right? I got my phone hooked up. I take that car and get it washed. Oh shit. Never mind. I meant to go the other way. But I'm leaving early. I take it to get it washed. I make sure the oil is changed. I do all the maintenance on this van, right? So the whole month that I was over here at this other location, they were driving my van. Van was fucking filthy when I came back. I'm like, who the fuck was driving this van? Nobody took it to the car wash. We have a company car wash. You ain't got to pay a dime. All you got to do is take it. It's like you know how them old-fashioned car washes, you run it through and the thing, the car wash, it's not hand car wash. It's that machine where you run it through. So you can ask them to clean it out for you. You leave them a little tip, like $2-3 or whatever. So you ain't got to do shit. All you got to do is take it to get it washed. I had 2 portable chairs, because see, that van it's not a passenger van, meaning it's a 2-seater. So it doesn't have a back seat. They took my chairs down. Now the chairs was in there when I got to them, but I used those chairs as like a back seat. I'm gonna put them chairs right back up. They took my chairs down. They don't clean the van out at all. Grown ass, nasty ass men. Because I know it was men that drove my van. That I know. Just fucking nasty. So now they having a fit because they want to drive my van. Because they all talk about they don't have no van. I'm not finna be stuck up in here. So I'm getting here early. I'm leaving at 5 o'clock. Get here before they get here, the 6 o'clock people and the 7 o'clock people, and I'm gonna go. So now, instead of me getting my van key from my foreman, who I normally got my van key from, now I gotta go to the driver's office in the department and get the key for them. So they had brought all the keys that our foreman had for the laborers, for us to go out on the construction sites. He gave that key. He had to get, the commissioner made him, because these motherfucking men was whining so much about y'all are men. Y'all can stand on the side of the truck and pull your dick out and piss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all men. It's women that work here, and we need a van if we on a construction site, because we got to take ourselves to the bathroom. Can't do what you do. Y'all are men. And I know it's a lot of them that work on a cruise, so I get it that they need a van. You know, they all can't fit in the truck. I get that and understand it. So I understand where they coming from. But then we had some budget cuts or some bullshit. And so they took those vans back. So they took the vans back. So now that means that we down to, because of this whole budget thing that was going on, when they thought they was gonna have to lay us off and all of that, or you know, we was gonna have to come to work and not get paid. Okay, the budget passed, but it's a lot of cuts in the budget. So one of the cuts is our transportation. So they took out some of our vans away. So that means now we're limited. And I'm like, so my foreman tells me yesterday, he was like, well, I'm not going to be able to have your key for you. When you come in the morning, you're going to have to go to the driver's room and get it. I said, okay. He said, I'm sorry. I said, it's all right. I said, it's all right. He said, but this is what I was told to do. So we was talking about, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. They don't even keep because these are electrical vans. So you have to plug them up every night. Just like you plug up your phone, you have to plug them up every night. And so there's a lot of people don't even know how to plug those vehicles up. I was trained on how to plug them up, how to charge them. They don't care. They don't care. You get in them vans, they not charged. They not charged. You know, they not charged. They down on E. So it's a tapper. It's a little tapper. Just like how you know how you plug your phone up and then it's a charger. But you got to tap it. You got to tap the machine with this keypad. When you tap it, it connects it. They don't know how to do that and don't care. They get right out them damn vans. And leave them uncharged. So now I got to go in here and I got to get the key. Because if I don't go in here and get the key, there's no guarantee I'm going to have a van. Yesterday I was walking down the hall to go to my department, to the foreman's office, because that's where I go every morning. When I get off of here and I go in, I walk through, I go to the foreman's office, because you know my assignment from day to day changes. So I have to go in and I have to check with him, you know, to make sure that I'm gonna be surveying, doing what I'm doing, or you know, if I'm gonna be doing something else. So I always go in, stand there, talk to him and my other foreman. And then he'll tell me, you know, CC, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, or just go on and do your thing. I don't want to be in that building. I don't want to be nowhere in that building. Let me go out. Let me go do my thing. Let me go do my surveying. I got a stack up because I was gone the whole month of December. I got a stack. You know, people want to talk about what I do or what I don't do. But you don't want to do this, though. I guarantee you don't want to do what I do. So, anywho, y'all, I'm getting to work early. So you may see me get out the car twice. One to go in and get the key, come back out, and now I gotta stop down there again like I used to. I gotta stop down there. Now I gotta stop down here. My hand don't work on that machine, so I still gotta go back on the other end. I was so damn frustrated yesterday. I'm like whatever. I said, you know what? I said to myself, don't get all Man, it's a lot of water right here. I said to myself, I said, don't get upset. This is not your battle. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Do what you gotta do. Get there early. Get your equipment so you are not stuck. Damn. Fuck. God damn, it's so much water. Whew. I think everything is flooded. So much water in the street. Oh my God. My basement flooded a little bit. And then where that crack is in my chimney that I gotta get fixed, I gotta get a roofer out there this spring and get them to come fix that. And it's real warm out. It's like, well, they said it was gonna drop. It's 48 degrees now. It was like in the 50s earlier. But anyway, you all, I'm just frustrated. Did I speak? I'll tell you, my mind is all over the place. Good morning. Good morning to you. I hope you all are doing all right. Hope y'all doing all right this morning. I couldn't even remember if I said good morning. My sister bought me for Christmas some eyelashes that don't need any glue. They self-adhesive. And I was like, these things ain't gonna work. These ain't gonna stick. Because she bought her some. They actually work. I needed no glue. Come on through now. Come on through. When I do my video showing you all what I got, I'll show you the lashes for those ladies that wear lashes. They actually do stick. This one is kind of rubbing the inside of my eye. I'm just trying to move it over. But yeah, it's just something else, you know. So now I gotta go in here and fight for this. All my life I had to fight. Just ain't safe for a female working around all men. Y'all remember that line from The Color Purple? Sophia. She said it just ain't safe for a girl child to be around all men. I feel at this job. For the most part, I will say that the men here are really nice to me. You got some haters, you got some messiness, but you're gonna have that everywhere you go. It is what it is, as they say. My niece left this morning from London, England, flying to Florida, where my uncle lived. Well, where he had actually been living for over 30-some years before he moved to Virginia to be with his oldest son. And she left. And I just don't know, you know, autopsy can take up to 2 to 6 weeks, depending. When I talked to the detective or the sergeant, he told me that it was a death investigation. He said it's not like a normal death. He said it's not a death of natural causes. He said usually natural causes or something like that. He said it, we find people deceased in their home due to the fact that they died of natural causes. He said we don't consider it a death investigation. He said in this situation it's different because we have to. I mean, they have pulled footage of him, showing him coming in his building, what time he came in the building, what time he left. He's all on camera. He talked to a neighbor on Christmas Day. They showed that. They have him in the hallway, and he seems so agitated. Just seemed. His daughter saw more than what I saw in him. I haven't been around him in a few years physically, so I know she know him better than I do when he's agitated, because that's her father, right? I know when he has been agitated and upset when I talk to him on the phone, But anyway, all of that, they've had the apartment complex or wherever I don't know, I think he lived in a loft, but it was an apartment, but whatever, it don't matter. They pulled all of that. They pulled it all. And everything that they pulled, they sent her. She sent it to me. So, they don't mess around. They don't mess around when it's something like that, They're going to make sure that, okay, you got to make up your mind where you going to be, what you doing here. You're going to get behind the truck, or you're going to get over here. You can't ride down the middle. So it's not a normal situation. It's not a normal death. So I hope, that they get, because it's been, this Friday actually makes 2 weeks, because it was the Friday after Christmas. So we think, that's another thing, we don't know. We don't know. It's not like, they can just do, things are moving slower because of that. I guess that's what I'm saying. So, given that fact, it's just, that she has not come to America and they can't get the answers that they need, because they need a death certificate. There's things that they need to get moving, and they can't even do it because of this investigation. So hopefully things have been taken care of now. I don't know. I haven't talked to the oldest son. I said I was going to call him today, but I haven't called him because I don't know if he's working or whatever. I know his mom is there, his brother brother is there with him. I guess I'll find out more once she gets to Florida. She said she would text me and let me know when she's boarding her plane to come here. And then when she lands in Florida. So she said, I'll try to text you while I'm on the plane if I have service. I said, that's fine. It's a 13-hour flight. Jesus. She won't get to to Florida until like almost 8 o'clock at night. Person in the house who you trying to lose weight and they know you're trying to lose weight and they buy cookies and cakes and all of that kind of stuff, it's the same type of thing. I had a girlfriend one time who she was trying to lose weight and her husband was like mad that she was losing weight. Like as long as she was fat, he was happy with her. As soon as she started to lose weight, he started acting funny. I can't be with no man who always was trying to sabotage me and jealous of me. I can't do it. So he would bring cakes and pies and all of this old shit, knowing that she was trying to lose weight. She had me cracking up. Every time he would buy some cookies or he would buy some, she would take it and bring it to work. And he said, what happened to my cookies? She was like, I don't know. She's like, I don't eat cookies. I'm losing weight. He's like, I know I had some cookies somewhere. I know I had some ice cream. She was like, I don't know. She's like, I'm just telling you. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, good. Good for his ass. I hate when these trucks get in front of me. too. I don't even think they still, they're not together. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and get this key. I'll be right back. Ooh, windy. And again, got the key. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I got to do what I got to do. You ain't getting my van. Now when I ain't there, I'm on vacation or whatever, hey, you know, it is what it is, but I ain't finna fight nobody over no van. I just ain't finna do it. I just ain't going to do it. Let me see. Come on. Would you come on? Come on. Where you going? Goofball, boy. Here early, got my parking space. Ain't got nothing to worry about. And let me go punch in. Hold on. Oh, I'm too far over. Come back and redo that. over some. I think I'm over too far. All right, I punched in. Did that. So I don't have to worry about did I punch in or not. I try to do that as soon as I get here, no matter what time I get here. Because if you don't swipe, you don't get paid. Then you have to do an edit sheet and all that old nonsense. As long as I got what I... So I gotta go in there in the morning and get it. Because if I don't get it, if I wait till 7 o'clock and walk down there and get it, them 6 o'clock people, they're gonna get the key or whatever, and I'm not gonna have nothing to drive. You know, I don't know why they did that. Because see, the laborers had their own vans, but now they saying we got to share with everybody or whatever. I don't remember how he told it to me. I'm like, whatever. I set my alarm clock to 4 a.m. this morning. Normally I wake up about between 3 and 3:30. When I wake up, I go on. I may lay there a little bit, watch TV, watch Inside Edition because they rerun it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll watch that, and then I get on and get up. I just be like, well, you up. Just go on and get up. So that's what I do. People be like, why you be at work so early? I'm like, first of all, I'm my daddy's child. My daddy was at work an hour, 2 hours earlier than his start time. My father was never, ever late. If he was late to work, it was either because he got sick on the way to work, or if he was late to work, it was because something happened with his car. My father was never late to work. Never late to work. He got out and he got going. Never late. And I'm an early. I'd rather get up and get out and I'm gonna tell you what I can't get up. What days I can't get up early? Saturday and Sunday. I can get up early. I can get up, right? But I can get up, but I be struggling. I be struggling on Saturday and Sunday. I can't be at Sam's Club at no 8 o'clock in the morning on no Saturday. And I worked all week and got up at between 4 a.m. or 4:30. I just can't do that. I cannot get up early on a Saturday. I have and had to be somewhere. It's different when you gotta be somewhere. But just to go to Sam's Club, my mom told me we need to be there at 8 o'clock. No, we don't. These eyebrows on, getting a little better. So the early, as they, what's the saying? The bird, what is it? The bird, what is it? The bird gets the early worm or the worm, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just like to get I just like to get here. I'm going to get my key early. They need it back for whatever reason. He got a different assignment. Hey, I'll deal with that then. But until then, make sure I have what I need. It's a shame you got to be like that, but that's the way you got to be. Because people don't care. Because there is no reason why we should be it shouldn't even be an issue about the key. It just shouldn't even be an issue. But that's how they are. Oh, we need a key. Y'all ain't never needed one before. Y'all been riding with the trucks. And see, he never know where he gonna send us. So he need a van. He need a key. Now they want us. Now he wants all the keys to be. They want all the keys to be in one central place. Stupid. I didn't say nothing. My foreman said, this is the way we gonna do it. He said, you watch and see. It's gonna be an issue. He said, they ain't gonna plug them up. It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Hey. We gonna let it be what it be. We gonna let it be what it be. I ain't arguing with nobody. I refuse. Ain't that serious? I'm gonna make sure Cece do what she need to do. I'm gonna make sure. Cause I'm not getting ready to fight about no key. I'm just ain't gonna do it. I ain't telling nobody else what I'm doing either. I'm just gonna do me. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna involve nobody else. First, I was gonna tell my coworker who started at 6, I was gonna tell her to get it for me. I said, nope, you go get it. You go sign it out. You go get it. Don't worry about it. Just do you. I ain't gonna, I can't depend on nobody else. You may not come, or, you know, whatever. I'll take care of it myself. I don't really like getting up and being out here this early, but I don't have a problem with it either. Just like I was getting here early to get a parking space here. Same thing. You know, you got to get here at the crack of freaking dawn just to park. Same thing, because you're fighting with people. I ain't doing all that. One day they was about to go to blows out here about these parking spaces. I ain't doing that bullshit. So the foreman for the paint shop where I used to work down here, he got a sign. He put a sign here for his parking space. Then these other men, you know, they so anal about I've been parking in the same spot for 30 years. We got assigned parking spaces and all this old stupid shit. So I just get here early. I'm not finna argue with nobody about nothing. This is the problem with this job, and it's always been the problem. You have too many employees and you don't have enough equipment for the employees. That's the way it was when we was in garbage. Same thing. Same thing. And I feel like this. I don't live here. None of this belongs to me, right? And I know we all we get attached to things. I get it. I'm attached to things as well, right? So I'm not trying to act like I'm not attached to like this van. The reason why I don't want to drive any other van that they have here is because they're nasty. If people would, first of all, you and left a sandwich in a van for 3 weeks or 2 days or whatever. It's all green, all molded, all of this shit, right? Mm-mm. 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 That's why I don't want to drive no other van. I don't want to drive no other van because how nasty they are. Just nasty. I'm like, how do you leave your shit in the van? Take it with you. When I tell you these vans, they won't get them washed. The steering wheels be all nasty and dusty. They leave their gloves. They leave their vests. Just nasty. Just freaking, fracking nasty. So that's why the van that I want to drive is the one that I know that I have cleaned. I know that them vans are clean because I clean them. I'm like, how you leave this car like this? But they do. All the time. Just leave it nasty. What is this? It's a card my sister gave me for Mother's Day. So I don't want to drive them other vans. I know they nasty. It don't make no sense. I'm like, just. I heard this one guy say, "Well, it's a work van. It's a it's a work van." I said, I don't give a fuck if it is. I said, I don't care if it is a work van. I said, are you driving it? Yeah, but I mean, just disgusting. I'm like, I wonder what their house look like. What do your house look like? And most men ain't nasty like that when it comes to to a car. These motherfuckers here, they nasty. They are nasty. When I tell you they nasty, nasty. I keep that van clean. I keep that van clean. I take it to yesterday, before I went anywhere, Was it yesterday? No. What day did I come back to it? Tuesday. I came in Tuesday. I got in the van. Somebody had left a bag in the van on the floor. It was they had soup or chili. They left it right in my van. Not my van, but you know, the van that I drive. And the crackers, everything. I'm like, why you couldn't throw this away? That's why I carry these. I always have a garbage bag with me. I just stuff them down in my purse. I never leave nothing in that van. I know they drive the vans. They work on the weekend. When they get in that van is fully gassed up. It's washed. It's clean. I had put an air freshener in the van, right? So that the van would smell good. You know a motherfucker stole the air freshener? They took the air freshener out. You know the ones you just stick up in the vents. They took it. They stole my air freshener. Stole it out the van and put it in their car, obviously. I looked all on the floor for it. I'm like, maybe it fell. Stole it. Brand new air freshener. Took it out of the thing. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, you nasty motherfuckers. I couldn't believe it. Stole the air freshener. Now, how fucking trifling can you be? I just shook my head. I said, well, I'll be damned. You know, them air fresheners, the air fresheners, not, they not cheap. But, you know, you can buy them like in a pack, you know. But you stole my air freshener? Sure did. Stole it. When I told my foreman how they stole my air freshener, they was like, oh my God. I was like, yep. They did. Took it. Didn't buy the motherfucker, but you stole it. Ain't shit. It's a goddamn shame, y'all. It's just a shame. I was like, I'll be damned. Sure did. I was like, well, well, well. Anyway, people will, there's a saying, people will still, oh, he's gonna park in his spot. Well, and getting in it. Somebody finna park in this gal spot who always be complaining about people taking his spot. I ain't saying a word. Wait till he pull up and find out he in his spot. And that's one thing I try to do. I try to be respectful of where people park. I don't park in other people's spots. You know, they act like they've been parking there. Like I said, they've been here 30 years. They so anal about everything. So I respect that. That's where you park. You've been parking there. You know, I'm not going to do that, right? I respect that. I respect that. That's one thing I'm not going to do. Like I said, I ain't the arguing person. I'm not the arguing type of person. I'm not finna argue with you about stupid shit like that. I'm just going to get here early to make sure I have somewhere to park. That's all. But people are real anal about things. People, you know, it's just no need to even have a hissy fit about something that I don't have to have a hissy fit about. So anywho, in other news, my son Christopher is so funny. He said yesterday, he said he says to me, he said he didn't call me today talking about his sperm donor. He finna say something to him. He just pulled up. Now he finna park here. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now Glenn ain't gonna have nowhere to park. This is gonna be funny today. Watch, he gonna say something to me. Watch me, I told you.
Got me, huh?
I was gonna go. I have no clue who that is. I have no clue who that is.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I have no clue. I saw when he came in and he backed up. I was going just a few minutes ago. He should be still in there. Ain't nobody in there?
I ain't been in there yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, baby.
All right, baby.
Okay, have a good day. What I tell you? Because he talks to me all the time. But they got me today. I knew he was going to say something. But I know he parked there every day. I don't park there. But anyway, my son said, he said he didn't call again today. He said, you know what? He said, it's cool. He said, it's cool. He said, but you know what? He said, this dude, he said, he a clown. So I think what happened was Christopher went to school and he was talking to his best friend and some other kids. He's got a good friend that's Hispanic. And he's really good friends with him. And so the Hispanic kid told him that his father is not in his life either. So I think Chris is starting to see that he ain't the only one. I said, unfortunately, you in this club. Bag won't open. I said, unfortunately, you in a club. I said, you in a club with everybody. I said, and the club is about how, you know, y'all in this club of deadbeat daddies. I said, and it's unfortunate. I said, but now you see, they ain't just black men. White men are deadbeats. Black men are deadbeats. Hispanic men, Latino men, deadbeats. He said, yeah, you right. So he said, I don't think he gonna call me. He said, I just don't think he gonna call me. I said, he gonna call you when he feel like it. I said, oh, he gonna call you. I said, when he feel like it. That's the difference. I said, you called him on Monday. I said, it's the same way when he came here. When he told me he was coming here to see you. He said, I'll call you on Monday when I get there. I said, I had to call him and ask him what was up with him. I said, here we go again. I said, he's not consistent. I said, he's going to do what he want to do on his terms. And another thing he told Chris too in the conversation, he set it up where he was letting Chris know. He said to Chris, he said, yeah, because I don't do all that back talking, you know, and that talking back. So he was letting Chris know. You know what I'm saying? He was letting Chris know. You know, I ain't gonna go for you back, you saying anything and everything to me. He letting him know. I told Christopher, I said, you didn't hear him say that? He said, no. I said, yeah. I said, he's setting you up and letting you know. He's letting you know. He letting you know how it's gonna be. He was like, So I think he, you know, I told him, I said, he's gonna call you. I said, but he's gonna call you when he want to. I said, what he should be saying to you is, he should be texting you. I said, y'all ain't gotta have long conversations, but he should be texting. Hey Chris, how was your day today at school? Hey Chris, I was just checking on you. How you doing? How you feeling today? And then call him and y'all have more you know what I'm saying? And more in-depth conversation. This motherfucker ain't said shit since Monday. It's Friday. I said, and I told him, I said, he ain't into you like that. I said, but how could he be? He don't know you. That was the problem the last time. That's why they stopped talking the last time. When he was 13, same thing. Inconsistent. Here we go again. Tried to tell you to leave him alone, but you wanted to reach out to him. So the day when he came up this past Monday, came up them steps and said to me, should I call him? Yeah, call him. Came back, he said, is this his number? I don't know. I don't got the motherfucker's number. It's in my phone, but he blocked, and I wasn't going to look. Let's call it, see if it's his number. He thought Anthony was going to call or text him the next day. They gonna have the nerve to say, like they friends, yeah, I know I need to call you sometime. He not your homie. Anyway, I'll keep y'all informed about that. Cause that and then Chris was like, you know, I want to tell. I said, you're not gonna call him up and cuss him out. You're not gonna say nothing to him. You're gonna leave him where the fuck he is at. Leave him where he's at. If he call you, talk to him if you want to. If you don't want to, don't call him. Don't talk to him. I said, I went and pick up the phone another time and call him. I said, he keep disappointing you. When are you going to get it that he doesn't want to be bothered with you until he wants to be bothered with you? I see Christopher every day. And when I don't see him, like yesterday, I saw him when I left for work yesterday. He was asleep. He always sleep when I leave. He was asleep. I called Christopher back at 7 o'clock to get him up. Most of the time he's up. I call him at 7. I give him his Uber information so he'll know what car is coming, the car, the color of the car, the make of the car, and the license plate of the car. I text all of that to him. Then I call him back again because I track the Uber. The Uber, the Uber said it's gonna be here at such and such a time. Make sure you're ready. I'm ready. I call him. Before he walked out that door, I FaceTime him again. Have a good day. I love you. Let me know when you in the Uber. I can look on my Ring camera, see when he's going out the door, when he getting in the Uber. He'll text, Mom, I'm in the Uber. All right. I track him. I know when he arrived at school. I'm looking at the tracker. He'll then text, I'm at school. I'm in the building. I didn't see him yesterday evening. It was pouring down raining when I left the beauty shop. So I went home because the beauty shop was right around the corner from my house. I went on and went home. I FaceTimed him. Hey, baby. How was your day? Hey, mama. And that's when he started telling me about everything that was happening at school and blah, 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 right? If I don't physically see him like this, face to face, I'm on that phone. I went on a vacation without Christopher and called him every day. I FaceTimed him every day, 2 and 3 times. I ain't missed a fucking day of his life. Not a day. So, you want to be in his life, but you want to be in his life when you want to be in his life. And that just ain't how that go. So, it is what it is. I told Christopher about this motherfucker. And I get it, because I didn't listen either about him when I was told. You're going to have to find out for yourself. Unfortunately, but you're going to have to. It is what it is. But anyway, you all, I'm going to let you all go. It's Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm going to try. I'm not promising. I'm going to try to come on live tomorrow. I'm going to try. Or tonight. I doubt it if it'll be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Anyway, you all have a great, blessed, and wonderful Friday. I love you guys. Thank you all for continuing to pray for me and my family, for the kind and sincere words. I really, really appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Love you all. I'll keep you posted about everything. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted, okay? So you all have a good day. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Bye.